Did you ever hear this saying before, or ever say it? It's not my problem, it's your problem. And that sometimes doesn't sound very loving, and actually it could be said in a nicer way, but sometimes it is a very loving thing to say. It's not my problem, it's your problem, but maybe said in a better way. So I'll tell you a story from Dr. Henry Cloud. He wrote a book way back on boundaries. So in it, he's a psychologist, and this couple come to see him, and they said, we need help. We need help with our son, and he's just got a lot of problems. And so he says to him, "Oh, where's your son?" And he says, "Oh, he didn't want to come." And he said, "Okay, all right, he didn't want to come." So then they go on to tell him the problem. He's kind of dropped out of college. They got him into another college, kind of not flunking, bunking classes, not getting his exams, starting to take drugs, drinking, rolling out of bed 11 o'clock in the morning. And they say, like, we do everything we can to help him. If he's not working in college, we put him in another college. We've kind of even got him a dorm there, paid the whole rent for the thing and that. And then he says, Dr. Cloud says to him, he says, no, actually, your son doesn't have a problem at all. And the dad looks at him like, are you listening to me? I just told you. He says, no, your son doesn't have a problem. You have a problem. And you have a problem. You got to pay all the bills. You got to take all the pain of watching your son go through that. You got to work to get him into another college. You got to cover up all his things, to clean up after him. You have a problem. He doesn't have a problem. And he basically says, like, you've got to make him responsible for his choices. He is making all the wrong choices. You're paying all the pain for it. You're taking all the pain for his bad choices. Let him take the pain for his bad choices. Then he'll have problems. Then he'll realize, if I live this way, these are the consequences. But he doesn't have any consequences. You have the consequences. So that was basically, and so then he says to the dad, he says, do you want me to help your son have some problems? And the dad was thinking, what are you talking about? And then he kind of explained to him, and he says, but wouldn't it be cruel if and he was basically said to him, you have to stop helping your son. You have to stop bailing him out all the time. You have to let him pay the price of his bad choices. Let him, he doesn't get into college. He's going to suffer for it. And he'll either have to realize, I'm going to have to study, get serious, be responsible. I'm going to pay a big price for it. And he says, you want to help your son, stop helping him. You got to stop helping him. And the dad says, isn't that kind of cruel to stop helping him? And he kind of says, well, has it helped so far in what you did to help him? And so the dad started to kind of get the picture. And so this is the thought, it's not my problem, it's your problem. Now, of course, we don't want to say things that way or be harsh, but we have to draw the boundaries of what is my responsibility. And we can just finish with this. In Galatians, Paul says, bear one another's burdens. Like when people have too much pressure, then come and help them. Take the load. Do everything you can to help them. And then just a few verses later, he says, let every man bear his own burdens. So it's almost contradictory in a few. First he says, let every man bear his own burdens. Bear one another's burdens. And then he just says, let every man bear his own burdens. So, but the meaning is this. One is, bear one another's excessive burdens. When people are overburdened, because for many reasons, we all know what it's like. All the pressure comes at once. People are just in a difficult situation. Their health goes down. They have financial pressure due to really no fault of their own. And, whatever it is, emotionally under a lot of pressure, whatever it is, it's just too much. It's excessive. It's all come at once for them. And he says, bear one another's help. When there is an excessive load, carry it for the other people and get behind them, support them, walk through the thing with them. But then he says, let every man carry his own burdens. And here he's saying, if it is not excessive burdens, don't expect other people to take your responsibility. And the two Greek words, I don't know if it's in that particular text, but one is a boulder, those huge boulders. He says, carry one another's boulders when it is huge. And the other one is just your cargo, your kind of backpack. Let every man carry his own backpack, and don't expect others to bear what is your own responsibility. So that's it. That's kind of food for thought, really. We are bearing one another's burdens, and then we let every man bear their own burdens. Okay?